Yo, man. So I'm about to get on here and talk to y'all about some past mistakes that I probably made, dealing with females, things of that nature, right? I'm gonna try to start to post more on YouTube. I'm gonna do a little less editing until I get the feel of this, and see how this take off. But as y'all know, I do, I'm in the gym a lot. I do personal training, things of that nature. I help a lot of people with custom tailored diet plans, things of that nature. And I do coaching, right? And then right now I'm about to start my another little business, I guess, with coaching people and actually advice like on women, man. Because what I'm gonna talk to y'all about women and things that I experience, and I'm gonna just say all women are not the same, but they do have a lot of the same tendencies and patterns. And some of the mistakes I made as being a player in this game, I'm gonna go over with y'all so y'all make the same mistakes. Because I don't want that to happen. Of course, a wise man learns from his mistakes, but the wisest man learns from others, right? So short and simple, man. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Grew up in a bad neighborhood. I had a father. My mother wasn't around, so it was a reverse type of story. And dealt with women, of course. Pretty attractive male. I go to the gym, things of that nature. So with that being said, some of the things that I kind of messed up with when dealing with females is thinking that they were different. Like some of them were different than others. Some have more of a past than others. I'm gonna say that some have more of a past than others, and some know how to hide the past more than others. But there's definitely ones out here with little or no past. I'm not saying that, but definitely in this generation, you gotta just expect go off statistics, not exceptions. So I kind of got fooled by a girl before, kind of a hoe, and I went through that whole phase. You know, everybody go through a girl that was a hoe before. Man, I had that as one of my relationships, and it got character development, I would say. Did not trust females after that situation, things that they told me. As in, I just didn't trust the stuff they told me because I found out later on, obviously. But another thing I would say in a recent relationship or last one was don't believe a woman say in a moment of love. Um, my last relationship, this girl lady told me she loved me during sex, and we only been talking for about a month. Um, and she said, "Oh yeah, you gonna have me forever." It just know it's kind of your turn. And I'm not gonna say that females are horrible and bad, but like I said, they do have tendencies, right? They do have the same tendencies. You just kind of pick up on them and just like, okay, I know what this is. I know ball. I know game. You kind of like as you get older, you get more wiser with it, which is what I'm trying to help you guys with. And I'm only like 19, about to be 20 soon, so I got a lot more experiences I'm gonna go through, but don't believe everything a woman says, man. It's go. Um, it's just whatever is in a moment. It's how they feel. Everyone knows this. Women operate off emotions. Off emotions. If you dick, doing them good, they gonna like it. If you're doing them bad, something they don't like, they not gonna like it. So don't get caught up too much on what she say. Another lesson that brings me to another lesson I learned dealing with females is don't listen to what she says, listen to what she does, watch what she does way more. Like her mannerisms, how she talks about her fathers, her parents, all them little things that you might not really give a fuck about. Like you might just want sweet watery guts. You might just want that. And I'm not saying that you right or wrong, but if you're looking for a female in a serious way, even if you're just looking for the guts, man, and it's just you feel like it's just a one-off thing, you always gotta look at their patterns because it might turn to something more unless you real super P. You're not gonna let it, but it be happening sometimes. A lot of my relationships came from these situationships and it just got serious. But uh, another thing I'm gonna say to y'all boys is try to stay as focused as possible when dealing with females. Like I would say completely shut them off and get the one that you really like, and you can smash here and there, I guess. But get the one you really like, man. And trying to be cool and just not talk to other females and just focus on whether It's credit, money, whatever you try and get done in life, create content. Try to make sure she's on the same boat with you because she got to offer something outside of sex. Just like females, one little tip for y'all. Hopefully, the guy offer you something outside of just sex. Hopefully, it's a genuine connection, something. But for the dudes, man, make sure she offering you something rather than just sex. I mean, I guess because you can get that from a lot of different girls. I know some of these girls don't know what they're doing, but um, just saying, yeah, you can get that from a lot of different girls, man. Yeah, you can. But I just want y'all to just think outside the box too. I want y'all to like understand that people need to offer more and be more diverse, especially in this culture, in this generation. A lot of people lack that, which I hope it gets better, right? I hope it gets better, but prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst, man. Um, when and then this is more personalized now to me. It's my little rant, but this was like 6, 7 in the morning. Yo, this crazy is. I'm not even joking. It's like, hopefully y'all can see. It's like 6, 7 in the morning, bro. About to be 7 o'clock. So don't meme this shit, bro. But anyways, I was asleep around 2 in the morning. A random number, right? I got our relationship, right? A random number just calling me on no caller ID. Mind you, I haven't blocked anybody recently at all, besides the girl I was dealing with, right? And I wake up and then they called me 3 times. The first time I kind of heard it was sleep. The second time I seen it, I'm like, I'm not answering no caller ID. I think I know who it is. So the third time I just got, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I'm tired as fuck. It's 2 in the morning. I answered the call. Oh, I answered the call. The person doesn't say anything, dead silent, right? I'm like, yo. They stay on the phone for about 10 seconds, hang up. So then I do call her ID, the girl I was dealing with recently. And I asked her, yo, because she actually used to no caller ID me when I used to block her and things of that nature. So it's a common recurrence. And since her, no one does that, right? So I'm like, yo, like, did you just no caller ID me? She just happened to be up, right? And it sounded, when she first entered the phone, it was quiet. I said, hello? She's like, yeah, hello. Who's this? Who's this? I'm like, what you mean, who's this? Mind you, we just still each other. It's nobody, no other dude call her phone. She just tried to, be smart. Like, females, bro. They be trying to play mind games with you, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I got hoes on deck. You got to keep the hoes, guys. You got to, because you just got to, bro. Married men can even tell you, like, you need sanity. But um, she answers the phone. Who's this? Who's calling? And I don't know. Actually, she act like she don't know my voice and shit, right? Um, but she doing that, and I'm like, yeah, you know what it is, whatever. What's up? And I'm like, did you just call me? Like did she like, how are you and stuff? And I'm like, she's like, oh, I just woke up. So I can tell she's clearly like trying to play the role like she sleep. That wasn't her just calling me on no call ID, and I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, oh, you just woke up. So I just no caller ID me recently. I was trying to figure out who that was. So that wasn't you. I said, oh, so that wasn't you. I'm trying to figure out who it was. Oh, nah, it wasn't me. I ain't call you. So you just up at 2 in the morning, quiet, and the person called me quiet, and he hung up. No, it wasn't me. Blah, blah, blah. So we end up getting into a little deep talk and things of that nature, right? And this is where the lesson spins back to what I said. Don't trust what a girl says to you when it's all good or whatever. Trust their actions. So we stopped dealing with each other. What? Literally about a couple of days ago, maybe even before or whatever. And maybe we broke up like a week ago, but we kind of dealt with each other a little bit after, right? And right, she got her Instagram. She did leave the Instagram with a relationship because she didn't like it was toxic and whatever sense for me, whatever. But she got back on Instagram on her other phone and things of that nature. And she tried to like bring up. I'm like, yeah, I want to see you just now. I'm just trying, get up and see what's up with her. You already called me 2 in the morning. What's up with you? I'm trying, get to see her. So she then says no, I can't get to see you. She does all this emotional, if I see you, I'm gonna think how things were and I can't do what I want. All this BS, bro. Like this saying is BS. And I'm like, oh, okay, I want to see you. I'm still trying to use my ability to try to see her as much as possible. But she kind of not budging, and she started bringing up other females. I know you're talking to other females. I know you're doing other stuff with other, going out with other females. Like you 3 business days. So she trying to bring up my hoes, right? My hoes, the niggas I'm talking to, right? But at the same time, I know you're a female. You're not. You talking about I'm doing stuff with God, going on runs, going on walks. Cap. I'm not saying, you could be about God, but I know a woman of God. I know a woman that follows Christ like day in, day out. She's not doing that. But she's like, oh yeah, I'm not worried about men. And I'm like, first of all, you trying to bring up girls, and let's go on your case. You're acting like you don't talk to no different men, right? You acting like that's what you like do. And she's like, oh, I'm not really talking to no. She says, I'm not talking to different men. I'm not. I only been talking to people that are my friends, right? So I said, mind you, she cut off guy friends because she found out that guy friends, aren't the best, right? They aren't the best, and they all will crush potentially if they're not straight, right? They all will crush if they, if they aren't straight, then that's an exception. But if they're straight, they'll crush. Basically, so she cut him off. I was in a relationship, and she said I'll start talking to him again, and all this and that. That's the only guys I've been talking to, and I'm like, oh, cool. So that's how it starts off, right? I start bringing her stuff up because she's trying to bring my shit up. So, um, so listen, this where it gets funny, bro. And you just can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. But at the end of the day, that's why you gotta keep hoes on deck and be focused on your craft. Because I've been focused on my craft all day, and she just happened to call me, right? Um, then we kind of talk a little bit more, and I'm like, bro, I literally been seeing. I noticed with this girl, you gotta guilt trip her a little bit and look like you know more than you know, and then she'll give out more information. That's a lot of different females, but yeah, I'll give out some one-on-one lessons about that if y'all need that. I got a Patreon. I'm just started up, so if y'all want to join my private community, say no more. I'm gonna drop gems like this on how to get information out of females without even like seeming like you're trying to or pressing, kind of like a little police tactic, but chill. Gender Patreon though, I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna make a video on that. You gotta pay. It's a monthly subscription, but I promise you won't get everything is worth it with the fitness content and everything I create, plus one-on-one talks, all that the different things. You're going to get what it's worth. I promise you. But anyways, back to what I was saying, man. So she basically, I'm like, yeah, I see you following dudes. Mind you, I don't watch her Instagram page. I don't know who she been following. I'm like, I see you been following dudes, this and that. At your, like, come on, like you're capping. Like, stop playing. So she's like, oh yeah, I got Instagram back. When I did get on Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, I did follow a couple guys. But you just say you were a woman of God, not worried about no dudes, right? I'm not worried about dudes. Only been talking to my friends. So then she double back. Oh yeah, I have been following some dudes. So who are these dudes? Your friends or no? It's just dudes from my campus. I'm not gonna say a campus name. I just dudes from my campus. So then she tried to say, oh, these dudes just randomly followed her because she made her page public. And I'm like, okay, that's a possibility. But me personally, I don't give a fuck. I have those on deck, so I just gotta play. Like I give a fuck, like for the pussy. Sometimes you gotta play into it. Sometimes you don't. It just depends. I prefer 100. Most of the time, don't. But this is a girl I dealt with for like for so it's like you gotta play along. Anyways, um, I say that to say she said, yeah, the dude followed me and I follow a couple dudes back, and I'm like, oh, them just dudes. So I'm playing into the dumbness. I know what's going on here, buddy. I'm not dumb, but I play into the dumbness sometimes to seem dumber than I am to get more information out of them, which is another tactic. Giving y'all gems right now, but I'm like, oh yeah, you following dudes? Like, you just your friends or something? No, I seen them on campus, this and that. And I'm like, oh, so what made you follow them dudes back? I thought you wasn't following dudes back and you on your journey with God. So now she gets kind of telling me sarcastic. Oh, yeah, I am. Just because I follow dude back. And she has some gas, like she threw some gas on me. But me being quick, I rode it. Rode with the punches. See how you throw a jab? So she tried to throw a jab but me, I had the drum blocking. So she couldn't hit. I should weave the jab. I street weave the jab. So she said, "Oh, I can follow dudes." What she say? She said, "Oh, I can follow dudes." It was some sort of gaslighting. I'm like, "You didn't follow dudes before." She said, "Oh yeah, I'm single now. I can follow dudes or whatever." And another gym, whatever a girl does when y'all breaking up or y'all on bad terms or when she's single, that's her. That's who she want to be. No matter how loyal she says she is in a relationship, if whatever you do in your free time, if I decide, now I'm gonna give you an example. If I decide in my free time When I'm not around nobody, no one is like kind of watching me and under their restraints, I decide to beat on women or beat up homeless people. Come on, bro. You're a bad person, bro. But oh, is it when you get in a relationship or when you get around people, you just stop beating on people? Now you telling me that that's an evil person. That's a person that is evil, low key. And that same thing applies for females that will, when bad terms or they're free or they're out their relationship or they're just single, they want to talk to all these different dudes, go to different parties. That's not a good woman. That's not a good. You can say I'm this, I'm that, I'm living life. I'm not saying you can't live your life, but think about it. This is what she does when she had no one around her, no one supervising her, no man is worried about her. She worries about different men. She goes to different parties. She does this. She does that. Is this something that I want to be a future companion or even worse, wife? No, no. So, like I said, every woman has a past. So in the beginning, if you actually listening, you will understand every woman has a fucking past, bro. So it's about, are you going to accept it or are you not? A lot of men don't have backbone nowadays, so a lot of men just accept it even though they don't like it. But back to my story again. She says, "Oh, I have dudes, this and that." Like I said, I dodged it. I'm like, okay, but you told me you was on the God journey. So she likes playing the God role. I like playing the God role with her too. You said this and that, and you're supposed to be taking care of yourself. Oh yeah, Zaire, whatever I've been doing. If I tell you what I've been doing, you're not gonna believe me. I've been really doing stuff. She goes back to that, but at the same time, you're still following dudes though. You're following dudes that you, and I said, what made you follow them dudes though? Oh, I said, weren't they like, what did they walk up to you like, oh, how did that happen? Or they just follow me and I follow them back. They go to my campus. So what made you follow them though? She tried to dodge the question. I said, are they attractive? That's why you followed them or something? So I'm just acting dumb. She's like, I mean, they're not ugly, so like, nah, nah, nah. She's trying to beat around there, whatever. And I'm just like, dude, okay, all right. So that's it is what it is, bro. I don't know why you trying to sugarcoat it, whatever it is what it is. Like I got my hoes. Like I'm not dropping my hoes. I've been at my hoes, the whole time. So you're not bigger than this system, buddy. And you're not a wife. And you're not a woman of God. I've told her this multiple times. But privately. But neither here nor there. Um I just think that it's funny that they try to run this game. And I think if you don't have defense and able to identify this, you're kind of gonna get lost in the bliss and always wondering, confused, which is why I made my community and made telling my story. Like I said, it's things I made a mistake about, and everybody goes through different things. So hopefully, get my community together. Y'all, throw y'all stories out here and show y'all experiences to help more people, more dudes get hip to game and be better overall. Because at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. I'm not gonna lie to you. In 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I probably won't even be worried about her. Probably be on to the next person and doing what I gotta do in life, man. But I just want to say that just for a reference and example. Put this content out here. I like creating content, so that's what I'm going to do. She may watch this to be honest, because I think she stalks my page ever since we've been broken up. We've been users in my profile, my TikTok profiles and stuff. We're usernames and watching my fitness pages and shit. So she may watch this if I post it off a fake page or something. And yeah, if you watching it, hello. I know your game. Maybe one day we'll rekindle, but definitely not just probably sexually, but definitely not like uh wife or anything like that. That's dead, bro. And I have balls to say that. I can say that. I told her multiple times, "You're not having my baby. You're not having this and that." And guess what? She still wanted to stay. You know why? I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. Far from it. Far from it. But I just see the potential. See the potential and my confidence. I never lacked confidence in my life. So no, I did. I'm lying. I did. I had to build my confidence up. So don't quote me on that. But yep. It is what it is, and that's my little story. That's my little rant. Like I said, again, it's my third time probably mentioning it, but join my Patreon, man. I have more breakdown, more stories, and more IRL footage, man, about game and ins and out of this life, man. Because I'm learning just like you're learning, but we can learn stack wins. And it's called Mind Over Muscle Society, man. Mind Over Muscle, Mind and Muscle Society, man. That's what it's called. But either than that, I'm about to go back to sleep. Take a nap before I go to the gym because I've been up for a couple hours editing. And yeah, I'm out of here.